Just for a little bit of context, in this scene, Fern is a painter explaining a painting that he painted called Quinceañero Dress. People really aren't getting it, and he's a little bit too drunk to be giving this speech at his art gallery. And it starts after he's already started, so yeah. I came out to my parents on accident. I don't actually think I was 15, like the painting's title would suggest, but it really was when I grew up. Quinceañera is like when a girl becomes a woman in Mexican culture. It's bullshit, patriarchal, machismo crap, but it's tradition. Yeah, fucking tradition, and it sucks. And stands in the way of progress most of the time, but still my sister had one. And I remember she had 15 presents from my grandma from Abue. And you know, when you're a little kid, 15 presents from one person is a lot. And I was jealous. She also got this gorgeous, gorgeous fairy princess dress. Like, one that a life-size Barbie would wear. Not like Tyra, but like those my-size Barbies that look like mature beauty queens, but were the size of 3-year-olds. You know the ones, they were 38 inches tall and they were kind of creepy. And yeah, I know exactly how tall they were because I really, really wanted one. But this dress, my sister's, it was this rose gold fairy tale dress with ruffles, you know, sequins too. And you know, when you're a queer little kid, a dress like that is a lot. And not even a lot like the dress in my painting is, but a lot. And I was jealous. I turned 15 eventually, and I never got a quinceañera. Instead, I got hard for men. Like, rock hard. Which, in a Catholic Mexican family, is like the worst Sleeping Beauty-esque maleficent curse in the whole wide world. But wait, okay, some of you might be wondering, it's the 21st century. Why didn't you just ask for one? Because this is how it would have gone down. Mami, ¿crees que me dejarías tener un quinceañero? ¡Fernando! So yeah, I didn't ask for a quinceañera for what I would hope would be obvious reasons. But that didn't mean I didn't accidentally end up becoming a man before I wanted to. All decked out in rainbows and sunscreen and glitter, that's close enough to sequins, right? And my party wasn't a party. There were more half-naked people at it than most of my parties. Jeweled pasties, leather harnesses, whips, masks, floats, drag queens. Yeah, okay, it was a pride parade. Like, men dressed like horses, pulling chariots made of leather, all gender ass everywhere, cake caked in glitter, marching through the streets, wondering if you're partying or continuing a movement that began at Stonewall. Probably not really. And then shit gets painter fuely after all of that, because I'm an idiot and I can't lie like fucking Abraham Lincoln. Jesus Christ, Johnny, can you take this microphone away from me? Wait, okay, let me finish. I'll finish. Sorry, Johnny. False alarm. So yeah, after they find out I was in the gay part of town with glitter, they freak out. Like, Major, we almost lost our son to the American moms of the queer dragon industrial complex machine, so I locked myself in the bathroom and cried. And my mother was pounding at the door, and meanwhile, I was inside the bathroom texting this kid I met on one of those gay teen chat rooms, you know the ones, breaking every single internet rule. We'd been talking on the phone or over text for a while, so I called him on the phone. He didn't pick up. I left a voicemail. It was a lot. He picks up, calls me back. Oh, it's Rory. Hey, I was riding down the LA streets, you know, as I do, in a car with all my friends, and I thought it'd be important or something, so I didn't answer. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry about that stuff with your parents. It was hard with my parents too, but they love me now. Do you know how they'd react if you actually came out, or are you just sort of guessing? Because I know from experience that before is usually worse than the after. Like a caterpillar is worse than a butterfly, you know? Uglier anyway. But they wouldn't know that they look better as a butterfly before they start building their cocoon, but they just sort of gotta. I don't know, maybe it's not like a cat getting shaved. Sometimes they just look better before, but usually not. Anyways, I'm kind of drunk and I'm still hanging out with my friends, but I wanted to call you. Hang in there, bud. One day you'll be able to wear some big fucking dress in a big fucking gay club with like 4 floors and make out with some hot guy like me. If that's what you want. Just remember, it gets better. That night, and that stupid fucking voicemail still feel really important to me. My parents and I never talked about it again, and I never called Rory back, if that was even his real name, but I truly felt like something changed after that night, like I'd grown up. And I wanted to paint that dress Rory had talked about, the one I'd wear in that wildly unrealistic 4-story gay club where we danced together. It's kind of stupid, but I think all my art deals some way or another with infatuation and family, which is probably why I like daddy porn.